Welcome back. In this technical guide for the Nayati Gas Wok Range, model NGKB 890, we will take a deep dive into the internal components. We'll show you what each part does and how to perform the critical adjustments for optimal performance. Let's begin. To access the internal components, the front panel can be opened directly. Inside, we can see the core of the gas and air system. This is the main gas valve. It's a 24-volt component that features two internal solenoid valves, one for the pilot flame and one for the main burner. It is controlled by the electronic ignition controller.
Here is the pressure switch. This is a critical safety device. It is normally open, meaning it only closes the circuit when it detects sufficient airflow from the blower. If the blower fails, this switch remains open and the system will not allow gas to flow. A key feature of this unit is the mechanical air and gas linkage. When you move the gas lever to open the main burner, it simultaneously opens an air damper connected to the blower. This ensures that the air-to-gas ratio is always perfectly proportional, whether you are at 50% power or full power.
Next, we will cover the four main adjustments. These should only be performed by a qualified technician while observing the flame. Part 1. Main Burner Gas Adjustment. The main burner gas flow can be adjusted from the front through this access hole using an Allen key. Turn counterclockwise to increase the flame and clockwise to decrease it, until you achieve the desired flame size and color. Part 2. Main Burner Air Adjustment. The main burner air supply is adjusted using this screw on the mechanical linkage. Use a flathead screwdriver to fine-tune the air damper, observing the flame until it is stable and blue. Part 3. Pilot Flame Gas Adjustment. To adjust the pilot flame's gas flow, first use an 8mm wrench to slightly loosen the lock nut on the gas valve. Then, use a small screwdriver to make the adjustment. Turning counterclockwise increases the pilot flame, and clockwise decreases it. Once set, retighten the lock nut. Part 4. Pilot Flame Air Adjustment. The pilot flame's air mixture is adjusted using this small red tap. Turn it to adjust the airflow until the pilot flame is a stable, sharp blue.
With the back panel removed, we can see the blower which provides the air for the premix system. The air travels through this flexible hose to the burner. Here is the pilot assembly. It is critical that the connections for the igniter and the flame sensor are correct. The red connector is for the igniter and the black connector is for the flame sensor. These must never be swapped, and the connections must always be tight and secure. You can also see this silicone hose that runs from the blower outlet to the pressure switch. This is how the switch detects airflow. Ensure this hose is secure and has no leaks or tears.
The brain of the system is the electronic ignition controller, located inside this protective case. For safety, always disconnect the main electrical power before opening it. Inside, you will see the terminals for the power input, as well as two critical connections. The S terminal for the flame sensor, that would be the black wire, and the HV or high voltage terminal for the igniter, that's the red wire. As a critical safety rule, these two wires must always be kept separate. Never bundle them together with a cable tie, as the high voltage from the igniter can cause interference and damage the controller. So the complete sequence is: power is turned on, the blower starts. The pressure switch detects airflow and gives the OK to the ignition controller. The controller then activates the igniter and opens the pilot gas valve. The flame sensor confirms the pilot is lit and the unit is now in standby, ready for the chef to use the main burner. Finally, a reminder on maintenance. The number one task is daily cleaning of the cooking surface. Use the integrated water system to flush debris into the filter. Empty this filter daily to prevent clogging the drain. Critically, never use a high-pressure water jet on this unit, especially near the burner or the front panel, as it can damage electrical components. Use a damp cloth with warm water for cleaning.